So first, let's start with some tips and strategies for accurate identification of the corpus callosum using these brain models seen here. So starting with the whole view of the brain, if we cut this in half and look at the inside, the corpus callosum is going to be very easy to see. It's very obvious, and it's going to appear white in color due to the white matter tracks running back and forth between both hemispheres. I also like to think of it as an elongated letter C. Additionally, we can very clearly see the four portions of the corpus callosum, those being the rostrum, the genu, the body, and the splenium. So here we're looking at a horizontal section of the brain, and let's quickly orient ourselves as to what we're looking at. So this is going to be the anterior portion of the brain, and this is going to be the posterior portion of the brain. Now regarding the corpus callosum, we can see it here and here. More specifically, this is going to be the splenium, and this is going to be the genu. Here we have a coronal section of the brain, and the body of the corpus callosum can be seen here, forming the roof of the lateral ventricles and forming the floor of the longitudinal fissure.
The corpus callosum is made of white matter tracts that connect the left and right hemisphere.
You can think of the corpus callosum as a bridge connecting the two hemispheres. In this video, the people are the signals traveling between the hemispheres and the bridge being the corpus callosum.
People used to believe that the corpus callosum's only function was to prevent the two cerebral hemispheres from collapsing on each other, but after further research, it was found that its primary function is to process and integrate information and transfer between both hemispheres, motor and sensory, and high-level thinking. The corpus callosum also plays a critical role in refining motor function and cognitive processing as the brain matures throughout its life. According to the National Library of Medicine, the anterior callosal fibers are responsible for transferring motor information between the two frontal lobes. The posterior callosal fibers are involved in the processing of somatosensory, auditory, and visual cues by connecting the parietal, temporal, and occipital lobes.
Damage to the corpus callosum can result in both motor and cognitive deficits. Most commonly seen is a condition called movement ataxia, which refers to a loss of coordination with voluntary movements. So for example, something like walking can appear abnormal or clumsy in patients with damage to the corpus callosum. So rehabilitation for those with damage to the corpus callosum revolves around neuroplasticity, which basically allows for other areas of the brain to compensate for the deficits seen when the corpus callosum is damaged.
Physical therapists can prescribe exercises that target coordination, balance, and mobility to help improve function, even if ataxia is present.
Balance exercises include single leg stance, tandem stance, and drills with an unstable surface, such as an Eric's pad. Coordination exercises include marching in place while bringing your opposite knee to your elbow and passing a ball between your hands. Mobility exercises include navigating an obstacle course or walking while tossing a brain.
Research on the corpus callosum has shown that Alzheimer's disease is a condition that results from deterioration of the splenium, or most caudal portion of the corpus callosum. The posterior portion of the corpus callosum is highly associated with visual processing. Damage to this portion can be the first signs of visual loss in a person. Changes to the corpus callosum can serve as a biomarker for the causes or symptoms of Parkinson's disease. A lot of these changes can have a lot to do with the severity and duration of your symptoms.